Hi there, students. Inclusiveness, also known as inclusivity or as social inclusion. Okay, social inclusion is the idea that everybody in society should have equal opportunities. I think social inclusion, inclusiveness, is affirmative action to change change habits that have led to social exclusion. Social exclusion talks about certain groups of people having less opportunities. They are considered less worthy. They are disadvantaged on the basis of their identity, whatever their identity might be, to take part in society. And inclusiveness is talking about having somebody or having people from every type of group, every type of walk of life within your organization. For example, you can inclusiveness is something that can be talked about in schools. In schools, inclusive classes are where physically disabled children or mentally disabled children are taught in the same classes as ordinary children, and this gives this is inclusivity within education, that they are taught together, and like this you have much better social cohesion. Let's see, inclusiveness can also be in affirmative action. That's positive discrimination, although I believe that's a form of discrimination in the other way, to change circumstances, to change the habits of people in order to give people equal access to opportunities or equal access to resources for people who might otherwise be marginalized. They might be excluded. For example, people with physical or intellectual disabilities, or people belonging to minority groups. So a school promoting inclusiveness should have an attitude of tolerance towards all types of people. Okay, the spirit of international inclusiveness is something that is found at this university. So inclusiveness, in all societies there are certain groups of people who are disadvantaged. For example, people who are very poor, social groups that suffer from extreme poverty, are effectively discriminated against, and inclusiveness would give them a chance to participate more within our society. In politics, I think we still need to see more inclusiveness. I think in politics, at least in the UK, we are seeing more inclusiveness, people from different racial groups, but I still think there is a long way to go towards actual inclusiveness within our society. So if you describe a group or an organization as inclusive, it allows all kinds of people to belong rather than just one kind of person. It's comprehensive. Okay, so if we embrace inclusiveness, it becomes difficult to marginalize other people. Okay, so society is certainly increasing inclusiveness, but I think it may have a long way to go. It's the idea of including everyone, yeah, not excluding anyone because of their race, their gender, their sexuality, their ability, the race they come, the place they come from, this is something that is, I think, one of the pillars of our modern society. So, inclusive education. You have students with and without severe disabilities learning side by side. So you have inclusive classrooms where you have all types of children, and this I think is good for all of the kids in many aspects. So, inclusiveness. What am I going to give this as a formality? I think I'm going to give it a 6.5 in formality, using a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, or something more formal. And as to origin, well, this comes from the word inclusive, from Latin inclusus, yeah, from the verb inclaudo. Claudo is to shut, so to shut in. Everything is shut in, everything inclusive. So, inclusiveness.